Hi, YouTubers and wet shavers everywhere. It's MargaretGeorgeTune.com. I'm back with another Monday morning mailbag. Get yourself a cup of coffee, kick back, relax. Let's talk a little wet shaving and a few other things. What do you got this morning? I got an old friend. Hang on. I think the coffee mug is a giveaway. Hang on. Yeah, oh, that is a terrific cup of coffee. Yeah, old reliable Dunkin' Donuts right here. Absolutely wonderful cup of coffee. And this morning, again, I am using the Max Rona reusable coffee filter for my Keurig machine. So all I did was, here it is right here, I'll show it to you one more time. There's a reusable coffee filter. The one I used is still in the machine there. But all I did was scoop out some of the Dunkin' Donuts coffee, put it in the filter, drop that into my machine, and brewed a really nice cup of coffee. And yeah, it's the Dunkin' Donuts coffee mug that was very kindly sent to the channel by Doug Thompson. So thank you very much for that, Doug. I really do appreciate it. It's absolutely wonderful mug. Splendid. I was so delighted to receive this because if you go back a couple of years, I found this Dunkin' Donuts coffee mug at the local Goodwill thrift store, and I brought it home, and as I was washing it out, I accidentally, when I put it in the dish rack, it slipped through an opening and shattered on the floor. And I was just, oh my gosh, it was just a great mug. And this is such a wonderful Dunkin' Donuts coffee mug, even better than the one I found, to be perfectly honest with you. It's got that classic vintage kind of diner look to it. Absolutely wonderful. Hang on. And I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. Hey, happy Labor Day. We're wrapping up the Labor Day weekend. It's Labor Day today. It's a national holiday here in the United States of America. Here's some information I found online. Labor Day is a federal holiday in the United States celebrated on the first Monday in September to honor and recognize the American labor movement and the works and contributions of laborers to the development and achievements of the United States. The 3-day weekend it falls on is called Labor Day weekend. Canada's Labor Day is also celebrated on the first Monday of September. So happy Labor Day to all the Canadian viewers out there. They're celebrating Labor Day today as well. They are celebrating Labor Day today as we are here in the United States of America. And it's kind of the official end of the summer season. I mean, we have a lot of summer left, but kind of the summer season kind of wraps up this weekend. So what are you doing to wrap up the summer, your summer? Bob LaRose sent this in. Bob is an avid kayaker, and here's how he's enjoying the closing days of summer. How about that? As he wrote, along with this photo here to describe the photo, he wrote, Bob with a cormorant on the Concord River. Now check that large bird in the background there. I'm really surprised it didn't fly away. Absolutely fantastic photo. And I did a little online digging about this one. And it says here, cormorants and shags are medium to large seabirds. Wow, that's an absolutely fantastic photo, Bob. Thanks so much for sharing it. So some of you have the day off, others maybe not. Maybe you got to go to work. So whether you're kayaking or driving, thanks very much for taking me along on your morning commute. I really do appreciate the lift. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. Hang on, one more. That is absolutely fantastic. And as we like to say on the show, a good hot coffee, a trusty mug. Let the caffeine go to work, gentlemen. Absolutely. Hey, we have got an absolutely wonderful show for you this morning. And by the way, if you're listening to us on the podcast this morning, thanks very much for tuning us in. I really do appreciate it. Got a great show this morning. Got a great shaving tip. I think we even have an extra shaving tip. Got some great refill comments. Some really neat wet shaving gear and new wet shaving gear. Some questions and comments that are really terrific. All in all, a really great show. So I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. I hope you had a great shave this morning. Now, I skipped my shave this morning. I don't know if you can tell or not. I did not shave this morning. I am going to wait an extra day or two in order to review a new wet shaving gear item that arrived here in the Shave Den. More on that a little bit later in the show. But I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to I might go 2 days. I might go 3 days. I haven't decided just yet. But yeah, I have a wet shaving gear a couple of items in wet shaving gear that I may use for the 2 to 3 days worth of beard growth. So I'm not sure which one I'm going to use just yet, but I do want to have a little bit of extra beard growth there in order to do those reviews. So I apologize for skipping my morning shave. I hope you had a great morning shave, but again, I wanted to just get a little more whisker there to test drive these new items, and also so it photographs a little bit better also on camera. Some folks mention, hey, did you have any beard growth there? And I have to say, yeah, I'm fair skinned. There is beard growth, 1 day's worth of beard growth. So every once in a while, I like to skip a day or two and let the beard grow out a little bit so you can see it on, on camera. I enjoy shaving every day. Let me put it that way. I enjoy shaving every day. So after 2 or 3 days, I'm really looking forward to the shave. Absolutely. So we'll talk about that a little more as the show progresses. So thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Once more, I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. I hope you're enjoying the day off if you do have the day off. So thanks for tuning in the channel on this national holiday. Really do appreciate it. So you know what? Let's kick things off like we do every week with a viewer morning shaving tip. Well, this morning's shaving tip comes from a viewer named Waterfan. And Waterfan writes, I've noticed shave veterans paint across their lips. As a beginner, I just pause, tuck my lips under, paint, and then I don't need to swipe the cream off. Am I right? Hey, that's an absolutely great tip. Very common sense, very simple. And yet, you know what? That's one that I'm thinking of like, why didn't I think of that? Absolutely great tip. Let me just share with you a couple of other comments that he added after the shave tip. I just ordered the Vikings Blade Chieftain Vintage Bronze and Ancient Dust because of your enthusiastic reviews. Sounds like a new Chieftain's coming to town. Well, yeah, let me just show you that Chieftain razor right here. This is the Vintage Bronze and Ancient Dust. This was an absolutely fantastic razor. And the razor head is similar to the razor heads of the newer Chieftains, the new Chieftain and the new Chieftain Odin. So yeah, this just gives a spectacular shave. The end tabs are just slightly exposed in the razor head, but it's very maneuverable. And that twist to open razor head has a lower profile to it. So nice heft too. Absolutely fantastic razor. So let us know how you like the razor, Waterfan. Really do appreciate it. And he also added, I like the smell of Brut by Fabergé, but my skin reacted poorly with a red splotch. I tried the dollar store Brut without issues. Some say Clubman by Pinot smells like Brut, but I'm not sure which one. Is it the musk version? Thanks. Well, I'm not entirely sure because I've never tried the Pinot Clubman musk. The closest that I've gotten to that is the Pink Floyd shave soap and aftershave splash by Denton Magic, which is absolutely wonderful. It's Mark Denton's homage to Pinot Clubman musk. So I can't really say. If anybody out there has an answer to this one, whether Brut by Fabergé smells more like regular Clubman or Clubman musk, please comment below and let us know. I don't find any similarity between Brut and the regular Clubman Pinot Clubman. It's never hit me as being similar. Let me put it that way. But please, folks, comment below and let us know. Give us your thoughts on that. But Waterfan, a really great shaving tip. One I'm sure beginner wet shavers will definitely benefit from. So thanks very much for passing it along. Really do appreciate it. And to say thank you for you and only you, an original signed George sketch. So please email me your snail mail address. Email that snail mail address to mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com, and I will send this to you post haste. And if you out there would like an original signed George sketch, just send me a shaving tip. Send that shaving tip to mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com. And if I use it here on the morning shaving tip on the Monday morning mailbag, you too will receive an original signed George sketch. So Water Fan, thanks again for a really, really terrific shaving tip. Really, really do appreciate it. Well, we have an extra shave tip this morning, and it comes from viewer Chris Whitty. And Chris writes, one thing that I deal with every time I shave is maintaining hot water. After a shower, filling the sink, the scuttle, and pre-prep. Plus, other people in the house taking showers, doing dishes and laundry. Hot water is at a premium in my house. In addition to this, I also camp quite a bit or go to cabins when there's inclement weather and I still have to shave. So I began thinking about how to solve this. I could cold water shave, but there is something about a hot lather and shave that is just more appealing. So after racking my brain to figure this out, I came to the conclusion of an electric kettle with a temperature control. Not only does this accomplish the need for hot water, but I can use it for my coffee as well. I can put about a liter of hot water in about 5 to 10 minutes before my shave, set the temperature to 135 to 160 degrees Fahrenheit, or 55 to 70 degrees Celsius for our friends across the pond, and have hot water for the scuttle and sink. Then hop in the shower after refilling and restarting the kettle, and have the hot water I need for the rest of the shave, filling the sink, and some left to heat the razor between passes. I am sending a link to the kettle I use. There are less expensive and more expensive options, but I like the middle-of-the-road price point because I can use this for more than one activity. Coffee, tea, basically anything you use hot water for. You can use this in the 3MB or second cup if you think it might be valuable. I know it works for me though. Thanks, Chris Whitty. Wow, this is an absolutely fantastic shave tip, Chris. Really, really wonderful. And it also sounds like this electric kettle is somewhat portable, so you can take it with you and, just plug it in, set the temperature, and heat up the water. I like the temperature control aspect of it. Really, really terrific. Folks, we will have a link to the electric kettle that Chris uses. So, folks, if you find that you're short hot water for your shaves, then check out this electric kettle with temperature control. Chris, thanks very much for a very useful shave tip. Really, really do appreciate it. Well, hey, I forgot to mention in this morning's opening that we do have some Shave Den visits. And we're going to kick it off with something from Caleb Bowers, who wrote, "Hey, Mark, I received my George sketch yesterday and wanted to show you where I displayed it. Again, thanks for letting me share a tip on the Monday morning mailbag. See you in the morning for 3MB. Caleb." Caleb, thank you very, very much. I'm very, very flattered that you framed the George sketch and that you're displaying it in your shave den. Looks absolutely wonderful. Thank you very, very much. Really do appreciate it. And folks, if you have a George sketch hanging in your shave den, snap a picture of it and we'll share it here on the Monday morning mailbag. Thanks again, Caleb. Really, really do appreciate it. Hey, James Sefton dropped a quick line and said, "The Griffin keeps watch over the Ascension." You know what? That's really, really neat because in a lot of Shave of the Day photos, and we had some of those recently about a week or so ago, a lot of wet shavers are using these little figurines and figures in those Shave of the Day photos. And this is a really neat example of that. So thanks for sending that along, James. Really do appreciate it. Hey, this is from Rodney Ripplinger regarding Up North brushes. And he wrote, "Hi, Mark. Last weekend, I worked on a similar brush hanging system to the one I installed at home. This one for the Up North den. This den is even smaller than the one I have at home. I got up Friday morning at 4:30 in the morning to work on it." Yeah, let me read that again. I got up Friday morning at 4:30 in the morning to work on it. Wow, early riser. All mounting went the same as I did at home. My whole den is either on the toilet tank top in a ceramic tray or attached to the bottom of a homemade medicine cabinet. My aftershaves are now in a rack behind the hanging brushes, so I may have to remove 1 or 2 brushes to get the aftershave I want. Only a minor inconvenience. My razors and bowls are on and in a small 3-drawer chest to the left on the other side of this small room. Note, I took a ceramic round magnet and stuck it to the left of the brush mount to enable my small soap cream knife to hang adjacent to the brushes. Wow, Rodney, that is absolutely fantastic. I see where that soap cream brush is hanging there. That's what you use to scoop out either your shave soap or your shave cream. That is really neat. That's a nice touch. And wonderful to see this hanging brush mount, this magnetic hanging brush mount. Now, this is an outgrowth from a shave tip that my nephew Mike sent along, where he took a magnet and stuck it on the base, the bottom of a shaving brush handle, and attached it to the bottom of a metal shelf that he has in his shave den. And Rodney adapted that by getting a metal strip and then mounting it to the bottom of a shelf and then attaching magnets to the bottom of all his shave handles and just magnetically hanging them there at his shave den at home and now his up north shave den. Absolutely fantastic job in adapting the shave tip to a smaller space that you have where space comes at a premium. So it looks like the shave tip really has come through for you in a really big way in a smaller shave den, Rodney. Really, that's fantastic. Thanks very much for sending that along. Really do appreciate it. Hey, Jim from Northfield checked in and he wrote, "Hey, Mark, thought I would share a photo of my new additions to my shave den, courtesy of an antique mall I had never frequented. The 6 razors, yes, that is a fat boy second to left, are in fantastic shape. They cleaned up wonderfully. Also is a slim adjustable Super Speed 1956, a TV special Super Speed, and a Spanish-made handle for track 2 blades. The Gillette Tech razor is in like new condition with the original box and blades. I also purchased 2 Gillette blade banks. One came with new old stock vintage blades. The Gillette thin blades actually have 22 blades crammed into the box, all new. And as you can see also, 2 shaving mugs, 1 Old Spice and 1 no branding. The vintage Williams is new old stock as well. That is where it's at. Antique malls. So much selection. Oh, and here's a shaving tip for you. Use Dawn Power Wash Spray to clean your razors. It works phenomenal, as you can see with the Fat Boy. It was grungy and now looks brand new. As always, right time, right place. Have a great week. Jim. Hey, Jim, thanks very much for sharing these wonderful razor finds. And he says, folks, antique malls is where it's at. So if you have an antique mall in your area or near your area, check it out. You might find some wet shaving treasure there. And thanks very much for the Dawn Power Wash Spray shaving tip. Really do appreciate it. Jim reports that it did a great job in cleaning his vintage razors. Thanks again, Jim. Really do appreciate it. Oh, and one more from viewer James Sefton, who wrote, "Hey, Mark, my new addition to hang in the shave den." Wow, absolutely great. What better barber to have in your shave den than Floyd the Barber? Absolutely fantastic. And hey, get some of that Denton Magic Pink Floyd, and you can have a shave with Floyd while Floyd looks on. Absolutely fantastic. And that wraps up this week's Shave Den visits. My thanks to everyone who contributed. Really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Hey, we have a pet visit this morning, and it comes from viewer James Sefton. And he writes, "Hey, Mark, my grandkids got a companion for a Bobo, and she is a sweetheart." This is Gracie, folks, and absolutely a sweetheart of a dog. And she is a Cavapoo. And I looked up that information online, and here's what I found. The Cavapoo is a hybrid dog breed, a cross between the Cavalier King Charles Spaniel and Poodle dog breeds. Outgoing, playful, and curious, these pups inherit some of the best traits from both of their parents. Like many other hybrid dog breeds, the exact origin and timeline of the Cavapoo's development are not well documented. They were initially created for their desirable traits rather than as a standardized breed, and quickly gained popularity. Absolutely. Really a sweet-looking dog. And, of course, we all remember Bobo, so now Bobo has a companion, Gracie, the Cavapoo. Again, we'll link the information to the Cavapoo if you're interested. Thanks very much for sending this along, James. Really, really do appreciate it. Well, here's your weekly reminder that the Monday Morning Mailbag is available as a podcast. Simply get up to your favorite streaming service and search for Monday Morning Mailbag and more, and the Monday Morning Mailbag podcast will come right up, as well as our other podcast, Second Cup. Both of those podcasts are available on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and Google Podcasts. Again, just search for Monday Morning Mailbag and more, and the Monday Morning Mailbag podcast and Second Cup podcast will come right up. You can hear these podcasts on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and Google Podcasts. Well, here's another reminder that the Ohio Wet Shave Meetup is Saturday, September 30th, 2023 at River's Edge Cutlery in Hilliard, Ohio from 11:30 a.m. to 3 o'clock p.m. Vendors will be able to sell their wares this year. Shannon Soaps is creating a custom soap again this year. City Barbecue for lunch. Tickets are available at ohioshavemeetup.com. ohioshavemeetup.com, and we will have that link below. So, River's Edge Cutlery is the new location. This takes place on Saturday, September 30th, 2023. And they're going to have some other folks who are going to participate this year. Chiseled Face Grumatorium, Shannon Soaps, Spearhead Shaving, Timeless Razor, The Gentle Shave. Really, it looks like it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful event. Here's James German, the gentleman who's organizing this event, to tell you a little more about it.
In 2021, we gathered here at beautiful Fancyburg Park for the inaugural Ohio Wet Shavers Meetup. We made some lather, and we had quite a bit of fun. The following year, we had more fun and even more lather here at beautiful Thompson Park in the North Shelter House. Mark Zarati and I teamed up to do a lather demonstration that got a little bit out of hand, but we had great fun. Where will we be next year? So the 2023 Ohio Wet Shavers Meetup will take place here at River's Edge Cutlery in Hilliard, very close by to where the last two meetups took place. River's Edge was graciously willing to host us this year. We've invited the Ohio Soap Artisans, Chiseled Face, Shannon Soaps, and Spearhead Shaving. Shannon's is planning to make the soap for us this year, as she has the past 2 years. We're really excited to be here at River's Edge. This year, artisans, bring your wares because you will be allowed to sell. We'll have an open house period for our regular River's Edge customers to be able to meet you guys and maybe buy your soaps. We're gonna have City Barbecue again this year. Maybe I can get Mrs. Donut to make her famous brownies. Everybody liked those last year. Again, we've invited Mark Zarati. He's planning to be here. HD Shaves, this is your personal invitation to come to this year's meetup. We've invited Timeless Razor. Great razors they make. Hopefully they will bring their brand new interchangeable shave brush, a great design that they engineered. Probably the worst shave I'm ever gonna do for the lather games. I have no idea what it's gonna look like. But here I am, I'm haphazardly shaving out in front of River's Edge Cutlery. My shave is complete. Join us here at River's Edge Cutlery in September for the Ohio Wet Shavers Meetup.
So again, the Ohio Wet Shave Meetup is Saturday, September 30th, 2023 at River's Edge Cutlery, a new location this year. You can get tickets at OhioShaveMeetup.com, OhioShaveMeetup.com. We'll have the link below. I have my ticket. I look forward to seeing you there. Well, the other day on my Facebook page, Facebook memories came up, and a couple of photos came up that, well, here, let me just show them to you. This is a photo from Kurt Arne Solli, a viewer in Norway, getting a cup of coffee and enjoying the Monday morning mailbag all the way over there in Norway. Thank you very much, Kurt. I really do appreciate that. Also, viewer Will Ernest Carter, grabbing a cup of coffee and enjoying the Monday morning mailbag in his home. These photos were sent 2 years ago, and here it is 2 years later, and we are almost at 10,000 subscribers. Wow, I mean, just really, really hard to believe. So my thanks to all the viewers out there for viewing, for sharing, for subscribing, that sort of thing. And as you know, when the channel reaches 10,000 subscribers, we're doing this spectacular giveaway, all made possible through the very, very generous contributions and donations from viewers out there. So my sincere thanks and heartfelt appreciation go out to Jimmy V Photography, Beth Jones, Tyler Fike, Charles Price, Alex Lopez, Scott Martin, James Sefton, George Haven, Jimmy Day, Bill Murphy, Mark Bagwell, Zachary Norton, Wesley Kirby, Heiko Shaves, Chris Whitty, Caleb Bowers, everyone at Pretech, and all the folks at Vikings Blade. They are making these wonderful, wonderful shaving gear items available for the giveaway. We are going to have a spectacular prize pool from which we're going to put together several prize packages, a first prize, a second prize, a third prize, that sort of thing. And these folks here have made it all possible. So my sincere thanks to them once again. So make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make ssure to hit that bell so it'll give you a yell so you know when that video gets uploaded, which will announce the 10,000 subscriber prize package giveaway. So when we get to 10,000 subscribers, we're doing a spectacular giveaway. Thank you again to all the viewers out there. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for commenting. You make this channel and this program possible. Thank you all very, very much. Well, what do you know? Coffee's getting low that time of the show. Let's go back for a refill. Well, I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. I hope you went back for a refill. I sure did. Hang on 1 minute. Yeah, that does a great job in making a cup of coffee. These Max Rona reusable coffee filters really do a nice job. And of course, we're using Dunkin' Donuts right here. This is the medium roast ground coffee, in case you're wondering. And I get these at Sam's Club. 150 cups is what you can make with one of these containers. So yeah, what do we got here? We've got 45 ounces, 2 pounds, 13 ounces. Yep, I think so. So yeah, Dunkin' Donuts. Really, really terrific, terrific cup of coffee this morning. Again, I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. And hey, check out my shirt. I forgot to show you this in the opening. Look at this. Let me just move let me move this out of the way, the microphone out of the way. Take a look at it. Here it is right here. Can you see that? I'm going to yell because the microphone is set for directional. And here, I'll just put it over here like this. See that? This was artwork done by a wonderfully talented cartoonist and good friend, Arnold Roth. I had the good fortune of meeting Arnold and his wife Caroline through the National Cartoonist Society. This is from the 2001 Reuben Awards in Boca Raton, Florida. And as you can see, it's a beach scene. So I thought, well, hey, what better scene to have for Labor Day weekend than a beach scene, kind of closing out the summer. How about that? Yeah, Arnold, really, really very, very talented cartoonist. And my gosh, I haven't seen him in a number of years, he or his wife Caroline, but I'll find links to his work because he really is just a prolific cartoonist and illustrator, and he has some really wonderful, wonderful stuff online that you can peruse through, and just a talented and gifted cartoonist. And I was just so very happy to make his acquaintance and have him as a friend. So I just wanted to say hi to Arnold, hi to Caroline, and just a terrific shirt from 2001. Yeah, I know. I hang on to these. When I get a T-shirt or something like that, I hang on to them for quite some time, and I take care of them and that sort of thing. So yeah, this shirt is that old. No kidding. Hey, let's get to some of these comments and refill. Robert Ross wrote, glad to hear that one of your subscribers loves the Carve Overlander aluminum as much as I do. His review mirrors exactly how I feel about this razor. It is a truly fantastic razor that is made to perfection. Hey, Robert, all the Carve razors, I would think, are fantastic. This one came to the channel courtesy of viewer Fernie Beck. This is the Carve Overlander in brass. It absolutely is a fantastic razor. And I would think whether it's aluminum, stainless, brass, titanium, whatever, it's going to be a fantastic razor. They are very, very well made. So thanks for letting us know that you confirmed Mark Bagwell's review. And if you missed Mark Bagwell's review, it's in the previous Monday morning mailbag, as I recall. So thanks very much for that, Robert. Really do appreciate it. James Sefton checked in. Hey, Mark, another top-notch 3MB as always. Thank you very much, James. The Shave Den tour was awesome. If my den was half of it, I would be happy. Have a great day and rest of the week. Thanks very much for that, James. Folks, if you missed last week's Shave Den tour, tune in, get that episode. That was an absolutely fantastic Shave Den tour. Really, really something to see. Absolutely fantastic. So check that out in the previous Monday morning mailbag. Bart Bartlett wrote, more good Monday morning mailbag info. Maybe I'm in the minority, but I don't have any issues shaving with a lightweight Henson or heavier Rockwell safety razor. In my case, the extra cost of titanium is not worth it. Like you, I clean and dry my hardware after every use. Also, a pet peeve of mine is the high price of stainless steel DE razors. An example of that is when I compare the prices of the Rex Envoy, $150 to $200, and the Razor Rock Game Changer, $55. Both are quality-made stainless steel safety razors, and for me, the Game Changer wins on price and comfort. Obviously, preferences and your mileage may vary. Rule the day for wet shaver enthusiasts. Have a great week. Fall is on the way. Yeah, absolutely, fall is on the way. Again, Labor Day closes out. Labor Day weekend, Labor Day closes out the summer season, and yeah, fall's right around the corner. Still, we have plenty of summer left until the middle of the month. But yeah, enjoy these summer days. And I think, again, as it turns from summer to autumn here in Northeast Ohio, we have some of the nicest weather all year round. Really, really nice, warm days, cool nights, very agreeable, very comfortable. So we have that to look forward to until old man winter rolls around. So thanks very much for that, Bart. Really do appreciate the comment. Bob LaRoe wrote, what a shave den. Again, folks, if you missed that shave den the previous week, Monday morning mailbag, just go to Shave Den Visit. It'll come right up. Click on the timestamp in the description, Shave Den Visits. What a shave den. So impressive. Scott really did it well. I'm trying not to be envious. Also, besides wet shaving, I'm into kayaking. I go to the head of the Charles yearly to watch the scullers, but when I'm on the Charles, it's in my Dagger kayak. Nice info on the Henley shirt. Yeah, this is in regards to the Henley shirt I wore for the last 2 weeks, and its association with sculling and rowing, that sort of thing. And as you know from the beginning of the show, Bob LaRoe is an avid kayaker. Thanks very much for that information. Again, Bob. And yeah, Scott Martin's Shave Den. That was Scott Martin's Shave Den. Absolutely fantastic, fantastic Shave Den. So folks, I can't emphasize it enough. Check out that previous episode if you missed it. Viewer Jamie Horn wrote, fantastic show as always. Your George strip is great. Too many people are governed by their impulses. Mr. Groening has said that he created Homer Simpson based on this very philosophy. Hey, thanks very much for that little bit of trivia there, Jamie. Really do appreciate it. And thanks for the nice comments about my comic strip, George. It's been a lifelong passion of mine. I love drawing the comic strip. I love drawing the double take cartoon panel. I did draw some other puzzle features that I put into a little package that I sent out, but I've trimmed that package back to just George and Double Take. And only a handful of newspapers now, because newspapers are really, really struggling out there. But I'm very grateful for those newspapers that still subscribe to the package. And a lot of content is going online. So I guess including the comic strip, George and the Double Take cartoon panel is my way of transitioning it online. So hopefully down the road, something will develop from that and evolve from that. And hopefully it'll be George and Double Take will have more of an online presence in addition to what I show on the Monday Morning Mailbag. So thanks very much for that, Jamie. Really do appreciate it. Chris Whitty wrote, great 3MB. To answer your question, I ended up getting 3 new razors, 2 of which are Vikings blade razors, the Augustus and Odin. Love the Odin. It's my most handsome razor by far. Need a sharp blade for me, though. Shave tip, use hobby paint for dial coloring. Monument Hobbies sells acrylic liquid primer and paint. A nail brush or a zero-size paintbrush can brighten those arrows or numbers. They also sell a liquid varnish for waterproofing. Hey, Chris, thanks very much for those extra shaving tips. Really do appreciate it. Yeah, love the Vikings blade razors. We talked about this particular Vikings blade razor right here. It's a Chieftain. Love the color scheme. Absolutely fantastic, fantastic razor. And yeah, they really, really give great, great shaves. So thanks very much for passing along those shave tips and letting us know that you're enjoying the Chieftain razors. Viewer Chris Eichenberry wrote, morning, Mark. Sounds like you had better be nice to your nephew and his family so that coffee subscription gets renewed. Go Bucks. Yeah, absolutely. I agree on both counts. It's a great, great coffee subscription I got as a Christmas gift from my nephew Jason, his wife Allison, and the boys Wesley and Jace. Coffee of the month. It comes in these Keurig cups, and it's been absolutely fantastic from Black Rifle Coffee Company. And yeah, the Buckeyes just started their football season September 2nd, this past Saturday. Now, I'm recording this before the game, so I don't know the outcome. So hopefully they won. By the time this airs, hopefully they got a W under their belt. So absolutely looking forward to the game. So thanks again for that, Chris. Really do appreciate it. Viewer The One Baba wrote, Mark, I would like to see you review or speak to your experience of triple milled shave soaps. Saponificio Veracino, Asylum Levante, and the like. Curious why these aren't more of a focused topic on channels. Well, I have reviewed triple milled shave soaps on this channel. The one that I've reviewed several times and used several times is Près de Provence. Right here. This is a terrific triple milled shave soap. I like this a lot. I've had this for quite some time. Now that the company has changed the labeling on this, but man, this scent is still there. And it is a triple, pull that out. I want to let it is. It's very hard. It is a very hard triple milled shave soap right there. You can see. Yeah, so I have reviewed this. Check out the review. I'll link to at least one of those reviews below so you can see that again. But yeah, this was terrific. This was one of the early shave soaps I used when the channel was just in its infancy. Also, Razor Rock, their What the Puck shave soaps, as I recall, are also triple milled. And I believe they're Italian made and triple milled. And I have reviewed and used several of those shave soaps as well. They're very, very good. And I really do appreciate and love the lather that they can develop. Now, I was doing face lathering back then, so I think a good approach here is to get Près de Provence and maybe even a couple of those Razor Rock shave soaps that I have, and pull those out and do a brush load and then build a lather in a shaving bowl. So thanks very much for the reminder and the suggestion. The One Baba, absolutely fantastic. But yeah, I have used and reviewed triple milled shaving soaps. But to be perfectly honest with you, because the channel was just starting out and I had just rediscovered, so to speak, it had come to the traditional wet shave, I think my understanding of triple milled shave soaps was not as it should have been. Let me put it to you that way. So Hopefully, like as I say, the viewers make this channel. They absolutely do. And then I know a lot of viewers out there have a lot of great information regarding triple milled shave soap. So if you're one of those informed viewers, please comment below, let us know, and we'll pass along that information to the viewers in the wet shaving community out there. So a great comment from the one Bob. I really do appreciate it. Viewer Jay Hipple wrote, I use a titanium lather bowl for travel that I leave packed so I don't have to worry about rust or the weight of plastic. Wow, that is absolutely awesome. You need to send me the link so I can share it with all the viewers out there. Fantastic. We talked about titanium razors in a previous Monday morning mailbag and some of their advantages, one of which is its high corrosion resistance. It really resists corrosion and rust, and absolutely fantastic quality for titanium. Whereas stainless steel might pick up some corrosion if you leave a wet blade in the razor head. With titanium, it's nearly zero. Or so said the information from the Blackland Razor blog that we used as a source regarding titanium razors and their wonderful corrosion-resistant qualities. So again, send me the link to that wonderful titanium lathering bowl. I'm sure that a lot of viewers out there would be very interested in getting one. 10 fluid ounces, 30 minutes wrote, how do the double take cartoons originate? Does the artist intentionally draw two similar cartoons with pre-decided changes to form a puzzle for the viewer? Or do the two cartoon pair occur in some other way or other reason? This is a great question. My understanding is this kind of cartoon puzzle was created by Henry Boltinoff. And I happened to meet Henry some years ago. And I think he was already in his late 70s, early 80s, something like that. And I believe he was still drawing the feature Hocus Focus. And many of you out there might be very familiar with it. If you Google that, you'll see his cartoon style come up. He was really a prolific comic book artist and cartoonist. And when I went from King Features to a little syndicate called DBR Media, they were looking for that kind of puzzle. And I said, I can do it. And I created Double Take. Now, for many years, Hocus Focus, as I understand it, was created. The one panel was drawn by Henry Boltinoff, and then he would list the different changes in that cartoon panel. And then when he would send it to King Features, they had a bullpen of cartoonists that would then draw that second panel with all the changes. And then they would put it together, and that's how they would get the feature. You don't need a bullpen of artists to do that anymore. If you have some Photoshop skills and some digital image editing, you can do it quite easily. And that's how I go about creating the double take feature. So that's a little inside baseball on how I get that cartoon feature completed. So I just draw the panel and then I redraw it using digital tools to create the second panel with all the differences. So that's pretty much it. So instead of a team of people drawing the second panel, I'm drawing the second panel via the use of my digital assistant. So that's kind of how that comes together. Viewer Gary checked in again regarding the Vander Hagen razor blades that he reported can be purchased at Target stores. These are the Vander Hagen ice-tempered stainless steel blades right there. And he writes, the first blade from the tuck from the Target store gave me 8.5 shaves. Last shave finished with light or very light post-shave irritation, and shaved results seemed callable as very good. 2-pass shave plus a smaller fraction more. Wow, that is absolutely fantastic. You know what? I happen to have this plastic tuck of blades. I've used one, and it gave me a really good shave. So I'm looking forward to reviewing these on camera. Again, I took one of these blades for a test drive. Absolutely fantastic. I must have gotten this tuck of blades when I purchased one of the Vander Hagen twist open razors. And yeah, so I really haven't used them until Gary mentioned them. And again, I took it for a test drive and I got a really, really nice shave. So again, check out the Vanderhagen ice-tempered stainless steel razor blade at your local big box store. We'll also have links to these where you can get them on Amazon. So they're fairly affordable. Absolutely a terrific, terrific razor. So if you're in a pinch and you forgot razor blades, if you're on the road, know that you can go to a Target or possibly similar big box store and get some Vanderhagen razor blades. They do a really nice job, according to Gary, and my experience has been very, very good with them. William Murphy wrote, great 3MB again, Mark. Love the Shave Den videos. I have Lather Blaster on the way. Nice to see the dogs again. I will be meeting my sister-in-law's new golden doodle, Charlie, in Texas very soon. Have a great week. Hey, Bill, you're going to have to send us photos of Charlie. I'm sure all the viewers now really would like to see a picture of you and Charlie together. So thanks for passing that along. Charles Price wrote, hey, Mark, just a thought. With 1 day's growth, maybe don't do a with the grain pass. Start with east to west, and for the second pass, go south to north against the grain. That's an absolutely fantastic suggestion, Charles. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to do that for the next shaving review where I have 1 day's worth of beard growth. I'm going to use that approach. I'm going to go across the grain, east to west, on that first pass, and on the second pass, south to north against the grain, and we'll see what kind of result I get from those two passes. Absolutely fantastic. As I mentioned at the top of the show, I'm going to go for maybe 2 to 3 days worth of beard growth for my next shave review. So it'll probably be the shave after that one with 1 day's worth of beard growth. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. That'll be really, really interesting to see what kind of shave I get from those two passes across the grain and against the grain. Really, really terrific suggestion, Charles. Really, really do appreciate it. And that wraps up this week's refill segment. Thanks to everyone who contributed. Really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's check out some new wet shaving gear. Viewer Matt Armstead wrote the following, hi Mark, hope you're well. Just got a new addition to my razor collection, the DE5 by Fine Accoutrements. Attached are some photos, thought you might like to see it. Take care. Yeah, absolutely. I thought, wow, this is absolutely fantastic. I wrote Matt back and I asked him if he would be able to do a review for us, and he very kindly sent along this review. Hi, Mark. I had my first shave with the DE5 Razor by Fine Accoutrements. This razor is really well made. Got a nice weight to it, some nice heft. Love the look of this razor, very vintage looking. To me, it screams 1940s, 1950s era with the chrome finish. On the top plate, you've got the posts where the blade goes through, but they're designed to look like bullets, or to me, they resemble the bullet design on the grille of the 1950s Cadillac. Very nice touch. Love the handle, great design, very easy to grip. Again, screams 1950s era. It's an open comb razor, but I would say it's not as aggressive as, say, the R41 by Mula, but it will give you a really great close shave. For me, I had a 2-pass shave and I was done. A really, really nice, comfortable, close shave. Highly, highly recommend. I also use the new 1966 shave soap by Rex Supply. Love this soap. Got a nice tangerine orange scent to it. If you like the Clubman Pinot aftershave lotion, then you will love this shave cream. The result is a nice, thick, creamy layer of lather. Very nice, smooth shaving cream. I've attached some photos. Hope you like it, Mark. Take care, Matt. He also added this. The review on the DE5 Razor that I sent you, I thought you might want to know, the razor comes with a 5-pack of feather blades. So I used one of the feather blades for the review. Hey, Matt, thanks very, very much for a fantastic, fantastic review of the Fine Accoutrements DE5 Razor. Now, the folks at Fine also passed this along and said, I think you could mention that the screw in the top cap is solid stainless steel because it is the most fragile part of a three-piece razor. The rest of the DE5, including the handle, is a primarily zinc alloy that is especially well suited for the precision molding manufacturing process, offers long-term shape durability, and bonds permanently with chrome plating. Wow, really, really sounds like a very, very well-made razor. And the folks at Fine also contacted me a little bit afterwards and said, we'd like to send you a razor so that you can share it with all the viewers out there and do a review, that sort of thing. So I'm really looking forward to receiving the DE5 from Fine Accoutrements. As soon as I get it, I will do a review on it. It looks like a really, really terrific, terrific razor. So again, my thanks to Matt Armstead for a really, really wonderful review on the Fine Accoutrements DE5 Open Comb Razor. And also my thanks to the folks at Fine Accoutrements for very kindly sending along the DE5 to the channel and allowing me to share it with all the viewers. As soon as it arrives, I'm going to do a review and get it posted, folks. Thanks again, Matt, and thanks again to everyone at Fine Accoutrements. Well, we have a new shave soap in the Shave Den, and it comes courtesy of the folks at the Razor Company and Master Soap Creations. Here it is, Dylan. Yeah, and check out that artwork. With summer wrapping up, Halloween is right around the corner. So this will fit in perfectly for the Halloween season. Yeah, now this is a scent inspired by Versace Dylan Blue. And it's an absolutely wonderful, wonderful scent. And you can see right there, it's a brand new tub. Really looking forward to reviewing this one. And this is what I'm going to use and review to take away the 2 to 3 days worth of beard growth that I've got growing right now. As I mentioned at the top of the show, I'm growing in a little more beard growth to use some new items, and this is the item I'm going to be using, and plus a couple of other things. I haven't really decided on that yet, but definitely going to be using this shave soap and aftershave splash to take away the 2 to 3 days worth of beard growth that I've got going on right now. So here are the scent notes, and as they write on the product page, it's aromatic and woody. It's a fougere composition with fresh aquatic notes, Calabrian bergamot, grapefruit, and fig leaves at the top, develops with a heart of violet leaf, papyrus wood, organic patchouli, black pepper, and ambrox. Mineral musks, tonka bean, incense, and saffron wrap the composition up and give it a fougere vibe. Wow, that sounds absolutely delightful. So we will link to this one, folks. Dylan by Master Soap Creations, available at the Razor Company. My thanks to the folks at the Razor Company for passing this one along to the channel and allowing me to share it with all the viewers out there. Really looking forward to the review on this one. And as you know, Master Soap Creations just makes a wonderful, wonderful lather. Their shave soaps just develop just a wonderful, rich, creamy, thick lather. So I'm really looking forward to using this one to take down 2 to 3 days worth of beard growth. So again, from Master Soap Creations, available at the Razor Company, Dylan. Will have links below. On a previous Second Cup podcast, viewer Rodney Ripplinger gave us a heads up on the Charmman stainless steel shave bowl. Now, I looked into this a little further, and on Amazon, it's for sale for $13.98. It's stainless steel, and it has 3 walls for heat preservation. And they claim heavyweight steel. Well, we'll get to that in a moment. But for less than $14 with 3 walls for heat preservation and a lid, I thought, why not? Let's take a chance. It arrived the other day. Here it is right here, the Charmman Shave Bowl. We'll be getting a review done on this very, very soon, but I wanted to show it to you here on the Monday Morning Mailbag. Again, 3 walls for heat preservation. It has a layer of copper sandwiched between 2 stainless steel layers. And the lid is only 1 layer of stainless steel, and it fits on there very, very nicely. Fit and finish is very, very nice. Now, they claim 270 grams or 9.5 ounces in weight. Now, I have my digital scale right here. Okay, so we're going to weigh it up right now because that's not what it weighs, but I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to turn it on right here. Okay, there it is. Now, here is the bowl with the lid, and that weighs in at 7.45 ounces. When I remove the lid, The bowl by itself weighs 5.26 ounces. Well, how are they saying 9.5 ounces? Well, I think it's 9.5 ounces, the bowl and the packaging that arrives in. So if I put the box on the scale here like this, and then I add the bowl on top of that, I'm getting a little over 9 ounces. So they're claiming 9.5 ounces, 9 ounces, 9.5 ounces, something like that, with packaging. Just know that the shaving bowl by itself weighs 5.26 ounces, and with the lid, it's 7.45 according to my scale. So that's just a little technicality when it comes to weights and that sort of thing. But it is a nice weight. It's not too heavy. It's not too light. It feels very, very well made. Again, it retains heat. It whips up a nice lather. We'll get a review done. And at less than $14, $13.98, wow, you can't go wrong. It really is a nice, attractive stainless steel shave bowl. Comes with a lid, so you can drop in your favorite soap puck and then use that lid to protect it, or you could whip up your favorite shaving cream as well. So we'll get a review done as soon as possible. My thanks again to Rodney Ripplinger for the heads up on the Charmman stainless steel shave bowl. Now, in a previous Monday morning mailbag, we talked about Phoenix Shaving's Lather Blaster 3000. This came courtesy of viewer Beth Jones. Beth, thank you very, very much for sending this to the channel. Really, really do appreciate it. We talked about this on the Monday morning mailbag. We also did a review. Absolutely fantastic, classic barbershop scent. Really, really like this one a lot. And I mentioned on the Monday morning mailbag and also during the review that I need to get the aftershave and the balm for it. Well, I did get those. I got the Lather Blaster 3000 aftershave and also the Lather Blaster 3000 aftershave balm. Absolutely wonderful, wonderful scent. So I'm looking forward to shaving with all three. But as I was shopping online, I decided to throw a couple of more items into the shopping cart in order to qualify for free shipping, that sort of thing. And here's what I picked up that I wanted to show you. Here it is right here. This is Phoenix Shaving's solid alum block with the no-slip grip and the travel case. And I wanted to show you this and how it compares to the standard alum block with the travel case and a no-slip grip. Now you can see immediately that the standard alum block case is a little bit larger to accommodate that block that's in there. All right? Okay, so let's take a look at each one and you'll be able to see how they stack up. Here is the solid block here. Now I love solid alum blocks. Absolutely love them. I'm going to put the no-slip grip aside here and you can see that is solid through and through. That is absolutely fantastic. Now, I have used alum blocks for a considerable amount of time that this channel has existed. Early on, I got an alum block, and I wasn't really using it. And then as the channel developed, I started to use the Ozma alum block, solid alum block. Absolutely fantastic results from it. Game changer for my shave. And I really advocated for the solid alum block. Then I discovered some other alum blocks out there that were very, very good, and one of which was the Phoenix Shaving alum block, which is not solid. This particular one is not solid, but it came in at such a nice price point, and the size was so very good and provided so much surface area. It came with the no-slip grip. You can get it with the dry dock. You can get it with the travel case. Just a really terrific alum block that gave me a lot of nice performance and has held up very, very well. Now, I don't know how this particular alum block is manufactured, but regardless of how this particular alum block is made, and we're assuming it's compressed somehow or molded somehow, it really holds up very, very well. I have not had any of these particular Phoenix Shaving alum blocks crumble on me at all. They just keep going and going and going. Well, that's why the solid alum block is promises to be even better because it's solid through and through. And any of the solid alum blocks I have used have just lasted and lasted and lasted. So really, really excited about the Phoenix Shaving Solid Alum Block. So I'll let you get a look at them side by side here, and you can see the difference. Let me take this no-slip grip off of the alum block here, the standard alum block from Phoenix Shaving. Again, that's in my right hand here, and the new solid alum block is in the left. And you can see that the size is negligible. However, it appears that the solid alum block is a little thicker. So you can see that it's probably just a little thicker, maybe the same thickness, maybe a little thicker, I think. But about the same size as the standard alum block. But because it's solid, it's really, really going to give you some really, really nice performance. So there you have it. That's kind of the rundown and comparison of the new solid alum block in a travel case from Phoenix Shaving, and again, as it compares to the standard alum block in a travel case there. So that's the difference right there. They're both great, but the solid alum block really promises some really, really terrific, long-lasting performance. And that's what I'm anticipating. Really, really looks like a great product. And again, my next shave, we're gonna be using the solid alum block, and I'll let you know how it performs. So there you go. From Phoenix Shaving, you got two choices in alum block. You have the standard alum block in a travel case. You also have the new solid alum block in a travel case. Well, which is better, an aftershave splash or a witch hazel toner such as Thayers? Well, Mark Bagwell checked in to give us the rundown on this. And he writes, to begin with, there are a bunch of companies that offer a witch hazel toner. My personal favorite is Thayers, which has aloe. They've been in business since 1847, so they know their business. The other advantage to Thayers is you can find their toners everywhere. So which is better, an alcohol splash or a witch hazel toner? To be completely honest, the answer depends on your personal preference and your skin type. If you have normal to oily skin, then an alcohol splash is probably what you need. But if you have normal to dry or sensitive skin, like I do, then you need to limit the alcohol or do away with it altogether. So the question most people ask is, can a witch hazel toner work as an aftershave? The answer is yes, absolutely. Thayers toner is actually a mixture of witch hazel and aloe, and everyone knows the benefits of aloe, so I'll focus more on the witch hazel, which works as an astringent that tightens up the pores and helps treat nicks and cuts. It's also an antiseptic and toner that cleanses your skin and prevents razor irritation. In other words, it's a great aftershave. But hey, some people love the burn of a splash. Remember the kid from Home Alone when he slapped on a splash after shaving? I just get funny. I just laughed thinking about that. It was very funny. Remember the kid from Home Alone when he slapped on a splash after shaving? Or maybe he wasn't a fan of the burn, but some people are. I myself love the European Aqua Velva, and I use it regularly, but only after I've applied Thayers first. So yes, it's all right to use both. Your face, your rules. Hey, Mark, thanks very much for that insight into Thayers and aftershave splashes. Really do appreciate it. The difference between witch hazel and aftershave splashes. So there you go, folks. Thayers, a great product that you can find just about everywhere. Here is my bottle of Thayers Witch Hazel. This is their original aloe vera formula. Now, if you can't find Thayers, I have also used Humphreys. Humphreys isn't bad either. This is their astringent 100% all-natural witch hazel since 1854. There you go. So not quite as old as Thayers. And don't forget that you can also pick up Galactic Witch Hazel from Phoenix Shaving. So any of these will work, but Mark Bagwell prefers Thayers with aloe. So we'll have a link below so you can check out all of these Witch Hazel products and incorporate them into your post-shave routine. So Mark, thanks very, very much for the great information regarding Witch Hazel toners and especially Thayers with aloe. Really do appreciate it. And that wraps up this week's new Wet Shave Gear segment. Thanks very much to everyone who contributed. Really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's get to some of these questions and comments. Well, this morning we have a follow-up from viewer Scott Martin. Now, we've been talking about his Shave Den all morning. And again, if you didn't see that Shave Den tour, check out the previous week's Monday morning mailbag. Just go to the timestamps and click on Shave Den visits, and that will come right up. It really is an absolutely wonderful, wonderful Shave Den. Anyhow, I asked him about transferring aftershave from a plastic bottle to a glass bottle and what he uses to do that. And he very kindly did a wonderful follow-up and provided some great information and some photos. And he wrote, "Hi, Mark. It was a real thrill to see my Shave Den included in such a fantastic episode of 3MB. Thanks so much for the opportunity." Hey, Scott, thanks very much for sending along some great photos, great video, and also a really, really great script. And he continues here. "During the episode, you directed an interesting question at me. Do you have a funnel small enough to fit into the glass restrictors found on glass bottles, old and new? The answer is no, but I figured out a workaround. Before I started using glass bottles, a different problem I had was that I would occasionally buy an aftershave that didn't come with the restrictor at all. See the picture of a couple of holy black ones. Having no restrictor can be sloppy. So I solved that problem by going to Amazon and buying some super cheap plastic pipettes. Now I just dip the pipette in the bottle and pull out whatever amount of aftershave I want. It's great. Now, regarding filling glass bottles with tiny restrictor openings, the pipettes saved the day again. I found the smallest funnel I could find and modified it by cutting a pipette with scissors and inserting it into the funnel hole. I secured it with tape. Now I have a funnel that will fit the tiniest restrictor opening. It works perfectly. And if you don't want to use vintage glass, in my opinion, there is no better glass bottle on the market than the fine accoutrements ones. Use my funnel hack to fill up one with your favorite product that comes in plastic. Easy breezy. Thanks again and have a great week. Scott." Wow, Scott, that's absolutely great. And yes, the fine accoutrements bottles are absolutely wonderful. We've talked about the DE5 Razor today that they have on the market right now. And yes, their bottles are absolutely wonderful. So don't throw away a fine accoutrements aftershave bottle. Hang on to it to repurpose it with some other aftershave you might have that comes in a plastic bottle. And use Scott's wonderful pipette hack to transfer from a plastic bottle to a glass bottle that has a tiny restrictor opening. Absolutely fantastic. Scott, thanks again for following up. And again, thank you for a wonderful Shave Den visit last week. And thanks again for following up on how you transfer aftershave from a plastic bottle to a really nice glass bottle. Thanks again, Scott. Really, really do appreciate it. Viewer Dale Hawley offered the following. "With autumn around the corner, would be interesting to know some of your fall favorites." Absolutely great topic of discussion, Dale. Thanks very much for offering it. I really do appreciate it. I've got some of my favorites here from my Shave Den and kind of break them down into some categories here. I probably might be omitting some, but this is kind of what I gathered off the top of my head. Kicking it off, this is a perfect fall scent. At least it is for me, because growing up, we always did a visit to one of the apple orchards and got fresh apples and apple cider. That has always been a great autumn fall memory for me. Absolutely wonderful. That's why Phoenix Shavings Cider House 5 is right at the top of the list. This has that great farmer's market apple cider kind of scent. A cider mill kind of scent. Absolutely fantastic. Classic autumn scent. Absolutely wonderful. Next up is one that gets closer to Halloween, also from Phoenix Shaving, Blue Samhain. Boy, this is great. This is a fresh carved jack-o'-lantern. Absolutely no doubt about it. And there are some other scents mixed in with it, like burnt sugar and bourbon. It's very festive, just like Halloween itself. So that's another really great scent, Blue Samhain. Now, when I also think of the autumn season, I think of something that's a little more organic, wet leaves, wet soil, that sort of thing. So a couple of these here kind of fall into that category. This is from Chiseled Face, Sherlock, right here. This is named after Sherlock Holmes, I'm assuming. And I did a review of this, and I happen to say that this is Sherlock Holmes, on the case, outside, in the field, because this does have a real organic kind of scent to it. And if you like that kind of organic scent, this does really have that kind of autumnal vibe to it. Absolutely. Similar to Sherlock is this sample that I picked up when I was at the Mailbag Razor meetup. This is from Southern Witchcrafts. Autumn Ash. This absolutely has that organic, wet leaves kind of scent here. Absolutely fantastic scent. Again, because I tend to like some of those organic scents going into the fall season. So these are just two samples of those kinds of scents. The other kinds of scents I like, the other category is in the same way that we have these organic scents, I like these scents that have that leather kind of a scent, kind of vibe going for them. You can kind of get that in the background, and so there's something about I guess as the weather cools down, a lot of people pull out their heavier jackets, and a lot of people like to wear a leather heavier jacket as it starts to cool down. I guess that's why I'm choosing these scents right here. This is from Hoffman's Phantom 309. This has a really nice leather scent to it. I like it a lot. Oh yeah. Very lively though, and the scent, the leather scent is not overly prominent, but that's a really nice one right there. Another really nice leather scent is from Phoenix Shaving, Boomtown Bay Rum. Now you would think that the Bay Rum would be a little more prominent. For me, it's not. The Bay Rum's there, but that leather is really nice. Just a really nice leather note that kind of folds into the Bay Rum. So this is another really good choice for the fall season. I like that a lot. And also from Ariana and Evans, Corinthian Leather. Boy, this is a really wonderful leather scent. Oh yeah, that is really nice. That's classic leather. That's the way it comes across to me. So another really great leather scent for the autumn, fall season. I like those right there. So kind of three different categories, the festive, classic, Halloween, autumn kinds of scents, apples, carved pumpkins, that sort of thing. Then the organic kind of scents, and then, the leather. For some reason, I just connect that with cooler weather, and it must be from leather goods, from people wearing leather, the warmer leather jackets. Let me just say that any soap with a barbershop kind of a scent or a bay rum kind of scent for me will fit in year-round, and certainly during the autumn season. Classic barbershop scents like Ariana and Evans, Barbier Classico, and of course we talked about Phoenix Shavings Lather Blaster 3000, which is a great barbershop scent. Tabak, that sort of thing. Sterling Bay Rum would also fit into this category. Phoenix Shaving Atomic Age Bay Rum, Fine Accoutrements Bay Rum. So I would say the barbershop, the classic barbershop scents, and also the classic Bay Rum scents also fit into this category. So here's a couple of shave soaps that I think fit into the fall season, but these particular two here are kind of almost bay rum, but not quite bay rum, but they fit into this category that can be used year-round, but they also impress me as something that can be used during the fall season. The first one is from Phoenix Shaving, Diver Down. This is their homage to Seaforth Spice that has that spiced rum kind of note to it. As they write here, a deceptively simple-looking recipe, yet I assure you it's an epic, heady blend of spiced rum, myrrh, spikenard, Jerusalem pine, a splash of lavender, and a dash of cinnamon. The cinnamon, the spiced rum, that definitely, screams fall season to me, absolutely, which is why I like this one so much for the fall and year-round as well. And also, in the same ballpark is Spearhead's Seaforth Spiced. Yeah, this one isn't as pronounced as Diver Down, but it still has that same great scent quality, although it's a little more subtle. I've often described these as Diver Down walks right up to you and shakes your hand. How you doing? And Seaforth Spice kind of comes up from behind, taps you on the shoulder and says, excuse me, may I have a moment of your time? That's how I kind of distinguish the two. Both great scents, but also two scents that are just absolutely great for the fall. And finally, wrapping up, I guess you could say that these are scents that are moving from late fall into early winter, the Christmas season. Got to mention these. And first one is the Shaving. Boy, this is terrific. This has got a great bay rum vibe going for it, which also has a kind of just a really nice Christmassy kind of scent. Bakery, Christmas cookies, a little bit of bay rum, that sort of thing. That's really how this impresses me. Really, really terrific, but probably a little more bay rum pronounced in this scent. Really, really nice. And again, as I mentioned, I like the bay rum and I like the classic barbershop scents for the fall and also year-round. And the other one here is Space Nog. Boy, this is terrific as well, going from late fall into early winter. Yeah, this has got the bay rum, maybe a little more spice to it than the Shaving, than the Shaving, and again, kind of evokes the images of Christmas cookies and that sort of thing. So I would say these two definitely. Oh yeah, this is great. This is great. I would definitely put these on the list for late fall as you're moving into early winter towards the Christmas season. Absolutely. So that's kind of a few of the shave soaps, kind of in a nutshell, that I would definitely pull and use for the autumn season for a fall shave. Absolutely, they're all great, and once again, I'd include the classic bay rum and the classic barbershop scents in that category as well. You can use them year round, and that's why I would continue to use them in the fall season. During the fall, I'm kind of moving away from the floral and fruit kinds of scents. I guess on occasion I would probably use a citrus scent, like an orange citrus scent. I think that would be a welcome change as the weather gets a little cooler, that sort of thing. But for the most part, this is what I like to go with. Leathery, organic, jack-o'-lantern, apples, wet, dry leaves, wet soil, those kinds of scents that are in the air during the fall season. That I think these cover it. And again, the leather scents, I gravitate towards them because I think people are putting on heavier coats, leather goods, that sort of thing, and that's kind of why I include these. And it also has, to me, kind of an organic quality to them as well. Not the same kind of organic quality as the Sherlock or the Autumn Ash, but you know what I mean, kind of in that ballpark. So that's kind of my rundown regarding fall scents in terms of the shaving soaps and, of course, accompanying aftershave splashes with all of these. So I'll put it to the viewers. What are you planning on using for the autumn season scent-wise? Any of these that I've mentioned here, or do you have something else that fellow wet shavers and viewers would enjoy exploring for their autumnal shaves that are coming up in a matter of weeks here? So thanks very much for a really, really great suggestion and topic, Dale. Really, really do appreciate it. And that wraps up another Monday morning mailbag for this week. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Please share, please subscribe, please like. Hit that bell so it'll give you a yell the next time I upload a video. Comment below. Let me know. Check out all the wonderful artisan soap makers and sellers that you see displayed on the bottom of the screen right now. They make and offer some wonderful artisan shave soap. They also offer some wonderful wet shaving gear to enhance your traditional wet shave. The next time you're online, please take a moment, pay them a visit. I sure would appreciate it. Thank you very much. Also, check out my Amazon product page at amazon.com/shop/MarkZerati, where you'll find all the Amazon listed products that I review on this channel, organized and categorized so you can find everything in a snap very easily. I'll leave you with this laugh. Hey, we have another double take cartoon puzzle this week. Try to find the differences between the two cartoon panels. If you need more time, just pause the video, or try to find all the differences before time runs out. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Make it a great week.